What do you have when you get up? What do you have for breakfast, Darren?
Banana, Nutrigrain,
Really?
crumpets.
What do you have, Gaz?
Coffee and a cigarette.
Coffee and a cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not healthy.
That's
for you.
really hard.
That's not a breakfast.
It's really hard to buy a cigarette sometimes.
That's why he's thin though. He's got
You look, you look
snake
after
hips.
yourself.
No, I'm not that thin.
Oh, you are.
Compared to us.
I guess I
I'm on the no sugar. 2 weeks no sugar.
Yeah?
Well,
Never been so depressed.
2 weeks.
Well, you know what? Good. But you know, I did this a long time ago. I grew up having, 3 sugars in my coffee and tea,
Yeah.
right? Right up till I was like 30.
Yeah?
And then I made a decision to stop the sugar, and this is what I did. For 1 week, I took 1 sugar away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was amazed at the end of the week how much your taste buds change.
Yeah?
When I put the one that sugar I took away back,
Mm.
it was too much.
Yeah?
I couldn't handle it. So I did the same with the second sugar. I took that away the second week.
Mm-hmm.
Just had the 1. And then after that week, I took away the 1, and now I can't stand sugar in my... You put sugar in my coffee, even just a half teaspoon, I can do.
Yeah. Can you tell the difference between coffees? Like if you
Yeah.
had one of those taste tests, can you tell a difference between a latte and a cappuccino and a
No,
flat white?
No.
Or not?
just
No.
one's creamier than the other.
Because I really think that they just...
Oh, it's bullshit.
One of those cases of, I want to mock a...
Oh, if you go to a
Thing.
good one though, there's not too many good baristas around, is there?
It's just...
I just think, I can chop and change. I'm not someone I'm always going to have this type of coffee and no other type of coffee. When you get stuff dry cleaned, do you trust them?
Trust them. What do you mean trust
Is
them?
it they've done the job, or do you think that they just hang things up on
Well,
on a coat hanger and cover a bit of plastic and go, there you go?
Well, I
Don't
don't
even
believe...
clean them.
I don't believe it's cleaned. I mean, you got to wet it if you want to clean it.
Yeah.
How do you dry clean?
That's
What is
right.
it?
Well, it's a chemical.
Is it more steam clean? Is that what it is, or
Might be
not?
a steam.
No, it's not steam.
Phone in now if you're a dry cleaner on 1-800.
Yes. Tell us what spirit you use. I think it's a spirit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's not metho in it.
You want me
They
to-
always look shitty, don't they? Dry cleaning shops. They still look like the 1970s.
It always looks like no one's doing anything.
No one's doing nothing.
There's just somebody pressing clothes.
I don't think I've ever had anything dry cleaned.
It's using a chemical solvent other than water.
Okay.
Like the coffee, you can't tell the difference with coffee. What about pasta?
What
Can you
about
tell the difference between
Well,
pasta?
pasta's pasta.
But pasta's all like, again...
Well cooked pasta though.
But you got spaghetti, you've got penne, you've got
Yeah, but it's all the
shells.
same.
I know, it's exactly
it's
the
all the
same
same.
thing,
It's all
but they
the
just,
same.
all,
Yeah.
all they've done is change the shape.
Give it a different name. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit boring, isn't
Fresh
It is a
pasta's
bit
good though.
boring.
You ever had fresh pasta?
No.
Homemade pasta?
Have you made that yourself?
Yes.
What do you mean fresh pasta?
You make it.
How do you make it?
I don't know. She does it, and then I run it through the roller thing.
All right.
Yeah.
And then-
delicious.
Well, you've got to dry it then, yeah?
Is it spaghetti or sheets of pasta?
Sheets.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
So then you let it dry.
And you boil it. I think. Oh, it was a while ago. I can't remember.
And when pastas are like $1 a packet in the shops, why would you bother making stuff?
Ah,
It's much better. It's delicious.
but spaghetti and, there's no doubt about it, bolognese is a great, food
That's
to
easy.
eat.
That's easy to cook.
It's easy to cook. It's easy to cook when you're drunk, most importantly.
What do you put in your bolognese? You got a special.
Paul Newman sauce.
I use Paul Newman. Well, I used to. Now I sort of put a lot of herbs in, so
Do you put celery in?
No, you know what? You know what it is.
I
Carrot.
don't think it
Carrot's
belongs in there.
good. Carrot's
Carrot,
good.
yeah, carrot and celery is good for bolognese.
Yeah,
And then you blend that up into the sauce, and it makes your sauce. And
well, sure, if you're going to put it in
You
the
put a bit
sauce.
of red wine in.
yeah.
Yeah, red wine.
Red wine.
I like
Yeah.
stuff the next day. You know when you cook it, then you have the
Anchovies.
leftovers the
Well,
next day.
bolognese is best the next day.
Yeah, a chili. Chili's the same the next day.
Lots of garlic.
Do you want to do a cooking show?
We should.
We've done every
should.
other
We
show.
should.
Yeah.
No, we should talk about cooking. That's the
Yeah.
cooking show.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
No, I put carrots in my bolognese.
Do you?
Yeah. Luke Mangan told me that. Can we all cook? What's your best meal?
I'm good at cooking Thai.
I know. Yeah.
No, is that right? Does it look like Thai when you serve it?
Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah. Confident.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you bamboo shoots? Do you like mini corn? You know, those little corns? I
Love
love
mini
them.
corns,
I love
yeah,
them. They're
yeah.
the best thing.
Yeah.
You feel so big.
I like giving
You
them
just
to
eat one.
babies.
Just
And then they look
little bits
normal
of
size.
one kernel at a time.
Break the silence. Something happening not right. They want to shut our mouths sealed tight. We're gonna take back what they stole. It's freaking madness out of control. They'll try to break you right before we lose control. But once in your life, I want you to open the door. Then we break the silence. We are revealed. Your voice will pin you with the crime. Do what they say and get in line. Be brave, there's courage to be found. It's not too late to turn it around. They'll try to take it, time to turn it back around. The right to your mind is what this is all for. Then we break the silence. We are revealed. We live for violence. We'll break this with steel. Once in your life, I want you to open the door. Then we break the silence. We are revealed. We live for violence. We'll break this with steel. We break the silence.
We go to the supermarket and open up a bag of lollies and eat them as you're walking around.
Nah.
I seen a bloke yesterday.
By the time you
Fruit.
get the thing,
People have fruit. I know you sneak a grape. But lollies.
He bought like chicken pieces from the deli at Woolies, and he was eating them.
Yeah.
And he was, you know, when
What,
you just
raw?
No, cooked.
No, you
know, the
chop, you can buy it cooked
yeah.
chop.
Yeah. You can eat grapes and strawberries and that. And then a lot of people are saying, is that stealing from
Yeah,
the
that's
supermarket?
stealing.
Because
No.
by the time you get there,
Have you ever asked anyone at Woolies where something is? And just the hatred on their face. It's worse than Bunnings. Bunnings, they just send you somewhere and it's
Yeah.
not there.
They don't
They just
care.
get rid of you. But
Yeah.
Woolies, they're like,
it's got to be across the board. Everything should be in the same aisle of every supermarket.
my girlfriend won't use the self-serve at Woolworths because she thinks she's above it.
Yeah, I don't use the self-serve
Why don't you?
because I'm above it.
Is that right?
I use it.
No.
I use it.
Nah, what
quicker.
for? It's not quicker.
Sometimes you've got to stand
But there's no one there. There's no one to
on
serve
there.
you.
I mean, there's
You
no
and
one
your
to
green
serve you.
hair and you.
There's no one to serve you.
There is no
When
one.
you go to the shops, there's no one to serve you, so you've got to serve yourself.
No
Every
one
time I go
at
and do it,
Prospect
right,
Woolworths.
I'm good to me.
Yeah.
It's good.
You're good to yourself.
Yeah, I ask myself if I've got any frequent flyer card or anything
yeah.
like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
go, no, I haven't.
And then you got to ask if they've got any of the animal cards for the kids.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah. You collecting
didn't
these?
do-
No, I'm not.
yeah. Oh,
So you don't have to do that when you do self-serve.
yeah.
You and my girlfriend. Up yourselves.
Yeah.
So you and I should go shopping,
Yeah,
Mick. We'd have no trouble.
I'm very good at it too. I have a timer in my head when the person in front of me, when they're self-serve, if they take too long or if they make a mistake, in my head I go, all right, you have to go. Get out of the shop.
Yeah.
Come back when you're a bit better.
But there's no...
You know, when they're doing the thing, beep, beep, oh, sorry, can you come here and just step this up? And then someone dumber than them comes over and goes, whoa! No, it's a rule, yeah, it's a rule in my head. No, he's taking too long. I reckon they have to work there then. Don't you reckon?
If you
They've-
make up, you got to work there.
Yeah, you got to go.
Have you
gotta
ever
do-
worked there?
Hey?
Have you ever worked there?
I worked
The
at
supermarket?
Woolworths.
I used to pack bags. Used to pack the shelves too
Yeah.
after school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fell in love with my first girl there.
Yeah?
Mm.
What was her name?
Yeah.
Linda.
Linda. Linda.
Actually, we
the,
she never became a girlfriend. I was
Yeah.
just,
You just loved
in
her.
love with her.
You're in love with a girl at the checkout.
She have an apron on.
She had the cutest smile.
Yeah. How old was she? She would have been a bit older.
She was she was a year older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have that haircut then?
No.
How old were you then? How old when you? I was about 15, I think, when I
I
worked
was
there.
15.
You got any photos of you at 15?
I think so. It's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't like photos, to be honest.
No, I don't like photos either.
Don't do much for me at all.
Yeah.
I like them photos when after you do a gig, they can't get a photo when you're all sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
They put their arm around and they go, ooh. It's, ooh.
A bit lacrosse.
What?
I got the good topics.
What about the cross?
No, not the cross. Lacrosse.
cross.
Lacrosse.
What's lacrosse?
It's a sport.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of lacrosse?
Which one is it?
It's the one with the net on the end of a stick. A bit
Oh,
like
yeah.
like
Did they
Cribbage
play it
or
here?
something. I'm not sure. I remember at school, the school had a lacrosse, but since school, lacrosse, you don't hear about it anymore.
I don't remember lacrosse at school.
You didn't
What
have
school
lacrosse
did
at
you
school?
go to?
Oh, well, obviously one that had lacrosse.
What sort of school? What's the name of your
Adelaide.
school?
No, it was just a public school.
I don't think it was.
I don't think
It was
so.
a public
You're a bit
school.
posh.
It was a
Yeah.
public
You're
school.
a little bit posh with your
Yes,
grade.
I think so.
High school.
Bit of
Findon,
money
Findon
there.
High School.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about Findon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of great athletes have come
Yeah,
from
got a lot of great lacrosse players.
Yeah. They
was
just
just- it
don't
was
have
just
any
a-
game to go to.
It was just, yeah, well, I thought it was a weird sport that you don't hear about things at school that you always thought. would,
Vigoro. Did you
would-
play Vigoro at school?
Never heard of that?
Never heard of that.
Vigoro.
No?
Really?
What's that?
It was like chicks cricket.
No? Get out of
Look it up. Look it up.
I'm not looking it
Look
up.
it up.
I'm not looking it up. You tell us what Vigoro is.
It was
Don't just say it's
it was
chicks
like
cricket.
cricket, and then you had a different bat. It was shaped at the bottom like a teardrop.
What?
Well, don't know this.
Never heard of that. Vigoro?
Vigoro. Phone in now if you've heard of Vigoro.
Vigoro? A lot of things at school you went through, though, and you think that was the real world. That's what you had to expect when you went out to the real world. That never happened.
Vigoro is a team sport played mainly by women in Australia.
I've never heard of it.
Well,
There you go. Vigoro and lacrosse.
I've just taken up darts.
I
It's a
hate
very
it.
sociable game.
Where do you play?
It gives me the shits.
Lounge room.
It gives me the shits.
Why does it give you the shits?
Ah, because, you know...
Because it's a sport, that's why.
not that. It's just, you know, you throw it the same way and it,
Every time, and it never
it
lands
lands up over there. How does that happen?
Yeah.
I go...
Well, you don't have good darts. Have you got good darts?
You need more DMT.
Yes, I've... That's all bullshit. All darts are the same.
No,
What
they're
about
not.
your
No, they're
feathers?
not.
No, they're not.
Do you know what a guy said to me on the ship?
No, they're not feathers.
He lent me his
Feathers.
good darts, right?
Yeah.
And it fell on the floor and stuck into the floor. He goes, oh, now I have to sharpen my darts.
There you
I go, mate, they don't need to be sharp. It's going into cork. How sharp do you want this thing to
It could be blunt.
It does, that's right. I could throw you head first into the... You'll stick into the dart
You will
ball.
leave an indentation.
Seriously.
The feathers, the slipstream and
the
all
whole
that.
thing's a lot
Flight. It's called a flight.
The flight. Well, yeah, whatever. See, well, because you play darts now,
Yeah, I do.
Who, do you play people?
Have you got good darts though? Have you?
Yeah, I got good darts.
Yeah, how much did you pay for those darts?
$25.
What a joke! That's ridiculous.
And it's got interchangeable flights. I can have whatever I feel like. I can
Right,
change
so you
the
can be
flight.
Malaysian Airlines one day.
Oh, don't say
Qantas-
that.
Qantas another day. Jesus.
At least you're doing a sport.
It's not sport.
No.
It's not
Pastime.
Yeah.
It's not sport. You know, you know what happens if you play it for a long, long time? You end up with just one giant muscle. And
Right.
this arm's nothing.
I've had a year of taking up hobbies.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What other hobbies have you taken up in the past year?
Oh, making beard balm,
Yeah. Beard balm. What is on your shirt? What's
You
it
still
say?
doing
Beard.
that?
man candy beard balm,
Beard what? Beard tamer and
face forest friend.
face
You still-
forest friend.
You still making that balm or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're selling the balm? Man candy beard balm?
Yeah.
What about your beer? Your
Yeah, and
home
I've
brew?
taken up home brew. I'm pretty good at that. I still got some of yours.
Yeah, you said
I got
you were gonna
yours.
bring me.
I got yours. Didn't come out that good, but you can have it.
Why didn't it come out any good?
Because it's the temperature. It's better in the girlfriend's garage. And that's not a euphemism either.
All right.
Very controlled temperature. My house is hot and cold.
All right. Don't need that.
And you're still doing the cider?
Made a lot of cider. Ginger beer's the best.
Yeah? Is that non-alcoholic, though?
That's alcoholic.
Oh.
Did you bring me some beers today?
No, I didn't.
Gaz hasn't had breakfast.
Right. So I'll never get those beers.
No,
Did
you'll get them.
You said that you
You'll
would
get them.
bring me some next time. And
I will.
This is next time, and you didn't bring them.
Canadian blonde, I made you.
Yeah?
Why didn't you just make blonde? Why'd you screw with the Canadian?
Because that was a cheap tin. I thought, I'll make this for Gaz. He'll love this. Clearly he doesn't.
Have
Well-
you guys,
And I've taken up darts.
yeah.
How do you sort of... I throw my dart like that. You know, a lot of people do it like that. I throw it like that.
Hang on, what was the difference there?
Well, I throw it sort of sideways into it.
Do you? You don't
You
stick it like that? Like a,
the board.
oh, yeah. You throw it like a ninja and underhand?
No, I can't.
Yeah?
But I do throw it like that.
I played with one bloke, English bloke, and he was killing me. And then towards the end, he was aiming for the bullseye. He had to get 3 bullseyes at the end, and he'd aim and then he'd look away.
And get him?
No, I didn't get him, but I just went, "What are you doing, man?" He goes, "Oh, when I was training for the English under-21s team." I went,
What?
"What am I playing you for?"
Yeah. How old is he now, though? He would have.
He's about 30.
So
Yeah?
was there
Okay.
something to that story when he was playing for the under-20?
No, I was a bit drunk and I blew up, and I went, you could have told me that before we started to play.
Sometimes when my mind is empty, sometimes when my thoughts are still, memories of us flash right through me, so vivid and strong and surreal. I never wanted to love you, no, I never wanted to fall, but it's funny how these things can happen when you don't expect them at all. And I've tried to tell you that I still love you. You think that I'm just a joke. When I try to tell you that I still love you, all my words disappear just like smoke. You lit a fire in my belly. You struck a flint in my soul. You put the pieces together. Yeah, you made me feel somehow whole. There were too many complications. There were too many steps in our way. It got too hard, so you packed up your car, said goodbye, and there was nothing I could say. But I tried to tell you that I still love you. You think that I'm just a joke. When I try to tell you that I still love you, all my words disappear just like smoke. I can see your new girlfriend is pretty. I can see why she has you entranced. When you got yourself free, why not come back to me? Why not give us one more chance? Why can't I just come out and tell you? Oh, maybe I'm one of those folk who regret for all time that they lost love like mine, 'cause their words disappeared just like smoke. And I've tried to tell you that I still love you. You think that I'm just a joke. When I try to tell you that I still love you, all my words disappear just like smoke. And I've tried to tell you I'm thinking of you, and honey, this isn't a joke. And just so you know, I can't let it go, but my words disappear just like smoke. Yeah, my words disappear just like smoke. My words disappear just like smoke. And just so you know,
There's a lot of bullshit, isn't there, in the world?
Yeah, we've spoken a lot about a lot of it.
Yeah. But you know the whole plane thing, the weight thing on the plane. You got to weigh your bags and weigh your carry-on luggage and all that sort of stuff. Because if you get on the plane, you don't want the plane to tip either way or be overloaded.
Yeah, because of your toothbrush.
Yeah, but then you go through the customs and you pick up your duty-free shopping, and all of a sudden your luggage is over the limit, isn't it?
That's right.
So how do they justify doing that?
I think that just shows that it's a lot of crap.
Yeah. Nobody questions it. Nobody goes, well, hang on, what about that?
Yeah.
What about security, though? When you're going through security, like
Yeah.
New South Wales,
Mm.
I go through security. My belt doesn't go off, but in Queensland, my
Oh,
belt goes
yeah,
off.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
are they doing more security in different areas?
Yeah. I've had that happen too.
Because I always question that. I said, this only at Gold Coast Airport. I always go, it's only at Gold Coast Airport, and they go,
Noumea too. Noumea, everything,
Yeah,
everything
everything
goes
goes
off
off.
in Noumea.
you got a big penis, Jared, have you?
No.
Wish I had a
Nah.
big one.
Yeah. Do you ever, you see the porno thing. I just
Yeah,
one of
it's
those
like,
ones.
Jesus
Just one of those ones you can hold in two hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I watch it on the other end, she's like that. I'm like, what is that? He's got an extension on there.
Two-hand.
Oh, that's good.
Crazy lady was looking in as I went like that.
Oh dear.
But what is that? Come on. What's going on there?
She's come back for a second look.